read their movements. I've got them in... Enemy's reading you. Missile away. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. Bandits are in the clouds! Behind one. I'm iced up. Box 2. He escaped into the clouds!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Right now, missile!
Missile.
Mates 2! Break that lock!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Behind target and ready to
Missile.
attack.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit, on your 6! Column Squadron, surround him!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Box 2.
Missile.
On target 6.
Missile. Missile.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Sorry, I'm gonna try.
You're doing good.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Page 2, locked.
It didn't connect.
No remaining special weaponry.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds.
Where'd he go?
Don't ice up in there.
Box 2.
Missile launched.
Show up on the radar. 1.
Page 2, locked.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have radar vehicles. They should be close.
Yep.
Targeting gun range.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! Where's the damn interceptors? It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Welcome. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Space is wrecked.
Targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Eliminated. Good work. Plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory. Trigger, there's one more to go. I'm inside the cloud.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Attack missed. Trying again.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire! No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from those reporters. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Target is down.
Comms don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
H2, walking.
On his tail. Missile incoming. Break. Breaking to escape.
Target destroyed. The enemy has a lock on you, H2.
Box 2!
It didn't connect.
AA gun down.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new, advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
H2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. H2 is away. H2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like it. On the radar.
Missile.
Feeling out!
Missile.
On his tail.
Missile launched.
I lost control!
Missile. Missile.
There's a real demon in there.
Missile.
You can't evade a missile. Use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn. Friendly paused.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are our reinforcements? Saber 2, give me a hand. They got me.
3 remaining.
We need reinforcements now! He escaped into the clouds! I'm taking fire! No kidding! Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Enemy missile detected. Evading. Okay, I'm right behind him.
Mage 2 locked.
If the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Missile.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Missile.
What the hell?
Missile.
Caution, missile!
Missile.
Caution. Large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert. We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenalberg. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Missile. Missile.
Break, now!
Missile.
We're just waiting for mission command. change in game plan.
Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile.
Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Missile.
Enemy on my
Missile.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron in detail.
Status?
Verifying the situation.
I can't get a lock.
Missile.
Go to missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Golem 2, unit on.
Missile.
H2 has crashed.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skyscraper, this is Scout Squad. Something new about that monster.
Missile.
Break, now!
Missile.
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Missile.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're assholes. There's too many of them.
These guys went down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile. Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Bandits are fast as hell.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron in detail.
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report.
Check and flare supply.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break. We lost another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming. What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How's that happen?
Missile.
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
I'm breaking up.
Skeleton 2 lost.
Not incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. Ignorance earlier, more on the surviving hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Common Squadron, Main Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Yowza! That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. No remaining special weaponry.
My status is fine.
This is Gargoyle 1. Keeping Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
Fast. Completely.
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Which wingtips? I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run. Mage 1 launching missile.
Missile. Missile.
Chaffin flares deployed.
Missile.
H2, behind you.
Missile. Missile.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. Behind one.
H2, UAV down.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Column and Main Squadron. Help us.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Miss, that's a miss.
Going for the line.
Down in the Main Squadron. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Missile away. H2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
No one in my
One great
sights.
aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Detonate. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off.
Main Squadron still have their hot shot. Just might take it out. Don't look back. Just have faith. Column and Main know you again. We'll take it. Main Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him? Don't think, focus.
Missile.
Might be ready for 'em. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
This is getting a little tight. Philip, good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Philip 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator.
Column 2, get a hold of yourself. Column 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brody?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
say? About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing. Lower your speed. 3,000 to carrier. H2, bank right. 1,500 to carrier. Past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Lower your speed. H2, what's the problem? Land immediately. H2, bank right. H2, lower your... Be nicer to your plane, H2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, a reconnaissance to the coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Are we under attack? No change.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, we got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
Order an increased alert. Confirm the situation. Situation normal. Nothing here.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Situation normal.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Situation report. Something's happening. Nothing to report here. Everything's quiet.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile closing.
Missile.
Evade.
Missile.
Mage 2. Missile away. Mage 2. Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mage 2. Locked. Mage 2. Target down.
Trigger. Sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Missile.
Column squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft. Eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Half of the anti-air guns down. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Missile. Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down. You're being locked onto.
Seagull, we arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2. Rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Missile. Missile.
All SAM sites down. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you're clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point site. Almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing up. Going up to meet up to the diamonds.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiated.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Koreman Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the express location now. Run for the container!
Missile.
In gun range. space elevator. Stop them.
Missile.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position!
Missile.
We're cut off!
Missile.
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover. Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified. Behind the gantry crane. Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive? UAV down.
Missile.
They got the chopper headed in the air too! That was thermal bearing!
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Rocket!
Damn.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who has this radio. Let's get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can call it.
3 remaining.
We'll pass out some exhaust before the enemy wears out.
One remaining. You're low on special weaponry. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Mother Goose 1 taking over.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Fox 2. Special weaponry depleted. Target was not struck.
Roger. Transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAV is.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI choose liberty over the courses have already changed.
to Babel.
Babel, roger.
What the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
Figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUA can't coordinate between branches as usual. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. Rest of leadership is isolated. The elevator footprint took a threat. Report.
Roger, continue to maintain air superiority. Damn, we're spiked. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Main Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Early. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Airlock acquired. Water breathing down my neck. Column 3, Fox 2.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Stall warning.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was OG. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how they will lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers, but what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.